Everyone, welcome to yet another videos of measurement and instrumentation. In this particular video we are going to discuss about a case study on storage devices. So in general, a storage unit is a part of a computer which is employed to store information and instruction to be processed. So a storage unit is an integral part of the computer hardware which is used for storing the processed results of any computation work. So without a storage device, a computer would not be able to run or even boot up. So it can also store information both temporarily and primarily. So there are two types of storage devices. One is hard disk drives and the other one is solid state drives. So the traditional storage devices are HDDs, which are magnetic disk and rotating tapes, which ensure storing of data. These are commonly used in instrumentation systems where moderate to large storage capacities are required. So we are particularly concentrating on this HDDs because it is very relevant to our measuring instruments, because measuring instruments ensures not only displaying the measured value, but it also in few cases stores the measured values. If you want to give an analysis, if you want to take up an analysis of the set of readings or set of calculations, then we need to have a storing element in the measuring instrument also. That is why even in the very first topic we have discussed about the functional block diagram of measuring instruments, in that we have seen a data storing element block. So that data storing element block is the hard disk drives. Now, what is the storage of measuring instruments? So measuring tools should be stored. Measuring instruments need a storage devices or storing a place for storing its measured values. So the calibration establishes the relationship between measured value indicated by the measuring tool and the corresponding value for that same measurement as set forth by accepted standards. So this calibration needs a series of measured values that needs to be compared. So for that purpose we need storing. So the commonly used storing elements are displayed here. We have magnetic tape recorders, we have plotters, and we have CROs and DSOs, and these are the devices that are measuring instrument as well, which records time varying quantity even after the quantity or variable to be measured has stopped. The electrical quantities such as voltage and current are measured directly. The non-electrical quantities are recorded using indirect methods, and these non-electrical quantities are first converted to their equivalent voltages or current using a suitable transducer, and that particular converted values will be amplified in order to intensify the signals, and then they are sent for data analyzing, wherein which the data will be properly analyzed, and that values will be stored in the data storing element, and there comes the role of the storing elements. Let's see where are these storage devices are used. These are used for scientific researchers for storing data from experiments, observations, and simulations, because in olden days they conducted series of experiments and note down the readings in hard copies in the form of paper, but those process is very tedious, wherein which the saving and retrieving of the data is somewhat tedious. It leads to a loss of recorded data, and also while doing so we forgot or we omit certain data, or it leads to systematic errors also in recording the data. So to overcome all these storing elements are used. So they are extensively used in scientific research for storing data from experiments, observations, and simulations. And also in industrial process control, these storing devices are an integral part for monitoring and controlling the manufacturing process. So data from sensors and from any transducers are stored, and these data includes measuring parameters such as temperature, pressure, flow rate, and chemical composition, etc. are stored, and they are used for real-time analysis, quality control, and process optimization. And these storing devices find application in environmental monitoring as well. Environmental monitoring agencies use storage devices to store data from sensors deployed to measure air quality, water quality, weather conditions, and environmental pollutants. Now let us see the advantage. By using these storing data, the data can be easily preserved, and the risk of missing any data will be easily avoided. But the disadvantage is that the data security risk. The cyber security issues will lead to mishandling of data or vulnerable to security breaches also. Other than that, these data storage devices are a major tool for analysis of any scientific inventions. So with this topic, we come to the end of this video series. So this video presentation is actually created by one of my students, so the credit goes to him. And I think this video is very useful in understanding the importance of storing devices in a measurement system. Hope this video is useful. We will meet in yet another video series of measurement and instrumentation. Thank you.